Welcome everybody back to another episode of Matt's Market. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you are brand new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button for us and gently tapping that like button. We got X and Mr. Small Caps here tonight. How are you guys doing?
Outstanding, brother. How are you, man?
Man, great to have you guys on again, man. I can't wait to see what you got in store for us tonight. We had a very good Desco call last night. You want to tell them about it, X?
Yeah, we kind of hit that one hyper accurately, right? I mean, that was one of those that we were very fortunate on, man. DSO is one that Caps and I evaluated a little while back. In fact, we did it just the start of last week. We evaluated the company. We liked it. I believe we both started to layer in positions into it, and it's had a hell of a good week, man. Last night it was running about $10.89. $10.89. It's had an all-time high of up to 200. But in this market, what we were talking about last night was you can assume 10.89 from its run was pretty high when it started the week at $6. So we called a 20% fallback and then a buying opportunity for it to run again, and it's done exactly that. It fell back almost directly 20% and is running. So, you know, nice work by small caps looking at these things, and, I appreciate it, Matt. Thanks for bringing that up.
It's all good, man. See, we got Rick Cogswell in here. What's happening, Rick? We'll have some people come in periodically, so I'll let you guys have it. I'll be back on whenever y'all text me, but I'll be looking for right around an hour and a half, whatever y'all guys want to run. You're more than welcome. I know y'all going to break down some small caps tonight and possibly give some people some pretty good entry points. So, man, I'll be sitting back watching in the background, man. I'm going to hand off the show to y'all guys.
Hey, thank you very much. Small cap, why don't you introduce yourself, tell them what we do, man.
Yeah, guys, my name is Small Caps Crypto 101 over there at Twitter. So what we do, me and X here, we go through and we evaluate these companies, and what we're looking for is potential 100-time X companies. So we start with smaller market cash. We're looking at a range of 35 million to 150 $1 million market cap range. See if we can get it in one of them top 100 cryptos.
Hey, let me say hi to Rick. Rick, looks like you're the only soldier through the door with me and Cap so far, man. Welcome. Thanks for joining us, man. Hope that you were a DSO investor. I hope you were in there last night, brother. There's a very good opportunity there last night, and more opportunity today. Caps and I've got a few things we want to go through today. Caps, do you mind if I take a minute, man, and run the board and talk about investment stacks real quick and then hand it back off to you?
No, go ahead. X, do your thing, brother.
Guys, one of the things that we do is we try to at least once an hour, maybe twice an hour in a very active market, run the board. We call this an X board run. These are my personal investments, and I call them from Bitcoin on the way down. I have about 30 or 40 on my main board. I don't know why I've never counted to figure out how many I got on the Caps. Anyway, I'm invested in each and every one of these except for one that's on my board, but I do have a small investment even in that one. So I guess I got to say that I'm invested in all of them, right, Caps? All right, I'll
Absolutely.
take that one back myself. That's okay, man. I shouldn't ask you a question right there, man. I was kind of being a clown. But anyway, guys, I also have a DeFi board. So when we're done running the main board, if you want to talk about DeFi or me to go over to that board, Caps and I to talk about anything there, we can certainly do that. And we'll kick off the show right now with the next board run, starting with Bitcoin comes in 19,312.69. XRP Ripple sells for 0.474625. The price of ADA Cardano, 0.4305. Algorand comes in at 0.3553. The price of Avalanche, $17 even. BDP, Big Data Protocol, 0.02405. BiFi, that's Bitcoin file, is on a rampage. It is up 86% in the period. 0.000082887. Small caps, and I evaluated that one in Investment Workshop a few months ago. And that thing is going to Coinbase at some point in the very near future, it appears, because it's on a great run. Bone is BONE on the ticker, $1.2696 on Bone. DSO comes in at $11.03 right now. Dogecoin 0.06065. The DXY, the US dollar index in our space, is 112.173. Dog Elon comes in at 0.50258. Ethereum naming service comes in at $14.90. Ethereum sells for $1,311.39. Flowchain, the price, $1.69. Flux comes in at 0.784. Hedera, that's HBAR, sells for 0.0577. The price of Immutable X. IMX comes in at 0.7583. Jasmy has been on a nice run today a bit. It's kind of making a steady run. We like this. We've been talking about it all day. 0.00688 on Jasmy. Hopefully some good news for those investors. Cardia Chain is next. That's KAI on the ticker, 0.0078804. Clayton Network sells for 0.1932. The price of Litecoin, 52.94. Luna Classic, very popular, and it's on a great run right now for those of you Luna people out there. 000-33745. Looking for good things for the Luna Classic community. Mana, Decentraland, the original metaverse, 0.6930. Near Protocol sells for 3.553 right now. My apologies. The name of the company is Ecomi. The ticker symbol is OMI. That's Ecomi, 0.0012703. The price of QTUM is QTUM on the ticker. 2.845 is the price. My apologies again. RSS3 sells for 0.12131. Secret Network 0.9367. Shiba 401116 ultra stable the last 48 hours. Caps. Look for activity there, man. That line has not changed. I don't know, 5/10,000ths of a point in the last 48 hours. Symbiosis SIS comes in at 0.1296. Solana, Big Daddy, comes in at $32.49. Another great buying opportunity. Starlink, 5 zeros and a 3256. Stargate, we love it. Going to be one of the bigs of the year, in my opinion. 6-chain monster waiting to go, 0.5222 on Stargate right now. Swiftcoin is the only cross-payment service on Coinbase right now. 0.001584 on Swiftcoin. TE Foods is TONE, Tone on the ticker, 0.01476 on Tone. B-Chain comes in at 0.02338, that's BET. VBS trades on the Kronos train, as does Psychotic Token, who Small Caps and I do some marketing for Psychotic Token. We represent a really good guy over there. We like it. We're proud to represent him. We're also proud to be on the Kronos network. VVS, the price 505722. Zilliqua sells for 0.03127515. Matic comes in at 0.7646, and Kronos CRO comes in at 111.3. If you don't know Crow, you're about to know Crow. Small Caps.
Yeah, so CRO, you can swap for Psychotic Society token. That's a token that X and I market over there with Psychotic Society, and you can use the Crodex app, and you can swap Crow for Psychotic Society. You can do that in a Crypto DeFi wallet, and you can also do it on a MetaMask wallet. And then we also have the Psychotic Punks NFT on the launchmynft.io platform over there, and that's 3 Polygon Matic to mint, and that's on the Polychain. And then we also have a decentralized Mana wearable mask in that metaverse over there. You can actually put on our Psychotic mask and walk around. And we also have a spatial setup as well. It's an interactive art gallery and a investment workshop that we plan on moving to in the metaverse, and it's a virtual reality world over there. So yeah, be sure to check us out, guys. We do Twitter Spaces all the time. You can find me at X on Twitter. X, back to you, my man.
Yeah, man, I dig it, man. Just want to holler out to everybody in the room really quick. If I missed somebody, I apologize. Getting a little bit used to the chat. Chad, welcome. Satoshi, welcome. Rohit, welcome. Who else? Rick, I already said hi to you. If we have anybody else in the room that I'm not seeing right now, welcome to the room. I am Cryptex, that's Small Cap. So we are just basically two old dudes talking together, right? And what we talk about is one thing that we have learned to love in life more than anything else, except the wives, if they listen. Yeah, that's a good one. But anyway, we love our money, guys, and we follow it closely. We are looking for investment opportunities always. We try and identify good companies, and we try to link them with other good companies that have billion-dollar partners and that we can depend on to carry us. One of our things that we talk about sometimes are investment stacks. So we're going to talk about investment stacks with you real quick. I believe Small Caps is going to be pulling the Ethereum page up over on CoinMarketCap right now and opening that so we can get a visual. Caps will be able to screen share tonight. He'll go through a few things we're talking about with you. Look, when I say we're big into investment stacks, I really mean that. Okay, we're looking to find great companies and build on their partners. The bigger the better, the more money, the more better. Billion-dollar companies don't let partners fail. They collaborate. They try to save them. And if that doesn't work, they merge or they fully acquire them one way or another. I can give you several examples out here in our industry of that's what's going on, right? Either way, it's a no lose for the investor, right? I mean, you've got a great company and they either make it on their own or their partner buys them, acquires them, merges with them, and they become even better. One of the most interesting investment stacks that we talk about sometimes is on the Ethereum chain. If everybody can go to CoinMarketCap and pull up a browser there, open it up and pull ETH up in your CoinMarketCap browsers, we're going to give you an example of exactly what we're talking about going through there. All right, Ethereum this year with 2.0 coming out, 2.0 got all the talk. How's 2.0 going to be, and blah, 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 all the things that we've heard forever about 2.0. And, I just lost a screen here, Caps. Anyway, while this 2.0 talk was going on, what people weren't talking about for whatever reason was what the company was really doing. If you open the contracts block next to their name, right, you're going to notice something really interesting. They have entered partnerships with 10 companies that they put directly on their chain this year, and that was at last count. They had a new ad last week. If we're going down the screen, Caps, are you on the screen share right now?
Yes, X, I'm on a screen share right now, but I already have STG pulled up for today. And it's sharing on the screen right now.
All right, my apologies. For those of you who are over at Ethereum, if you've opened the block next to the contracts block, what you're going to see is this. You're going to see BNB Smart Chain is the main contract that's listed under Ethereum. But then when you open the more box, you're going to see a few things. You're going to see Hecko. You're going to see Avalanche C Chain. You're going to see Tomo Chain. Sora. By the way, Sora is a very, very interesting one, folks. Sora opened at over 60. It booked last year over 50. And I don't know. I have an investment. I think it's $2.50 today. Risk RBTC is next. That's in addition to their chain. VLUS, if you don't know about VLUS, they are VLX on the ticker. That's one of the hidden gems of this chain. Solana, everybody knows about Solana and their strength. Big growth for Solana, big growth here, right? Then again, there's another hidden one. Clayton is trading today. I think it was, what was the Caps? Was it 19 cents, 1932 right now? Yep. Near was added to the Ethereum chain this year, right? Tezos was added and ETHW was added all to their chain this year. They are not stopping for anything. They have been doing stuff behind the scenes while everybody's talking about 2.0. What nobody was talking about were all those companies that they stacked in their chain that have value. Sora has a ton of value. Tomo, look at the price on Tomo chain. Velix has a ton of value. Velix also has a launch pad. There are so many sub-products that we can stack into our investment that by using an anchor up top like ETH and investing in the smaller companies below them on an appropriate level, we've got one hell of a stack going. Caps?
Yeah, X, most definitely. So the first thing we like to do, we like to pull up CoinMarketCap, as you guys can see on the screen right there. We're starting off with STG. It's going to be Stargate Finance over there at CoinMarketCap. So STG is the ticker symbol. If you punch it in there, you'll see right there on the screen it says Stargate Finance because I am sharing my screen with you guys. And the price is currently 0.5201. Now, once you get that pulled up, first thing we'd like to evaluate is the current market cap right here. So you'll see the market cap is 69,306,000. You get a fully diluted market cap of 520 million. And then 24-hour volume on this thing is 7,150,000. Now, going back to the regular market cap, if we're looking at 100x potential, right? We have to get to about 6,900,000,000. 10x on this would be 690 million. In order to get into the top 100 right now, you would need 314 million. The top 50 on tokens right now are sitting at just under 1 billion, just to make it into the top 50. Now, I've seen these things as high as 3 billion in the top 50. I've seen the top 100 as high as 1.5 billion. So that's why we look at this market cap right here, because it's very, very important to see exactly if we can hit that target. Because every time you add a zero to the back of the market cap, that gives you the X potential. So you add 1 0, that takes you up to 690 million. That's a 10X. Add another one, 6.9 billion, maybe a 50x, because we like to split that in half to about 3 billion, 1.5 to 3 billion. So this one has about a 50x potential on it, if it can get to that 3.5 billion mark. But we're evaluating this thing to make sure it's a company and not just one of them regular pop-up stocks or pop-up tokens, that could potentially be a rug pull. So now, like X was saying, you come over here and you look at these contracts. That's going to be our next step. Well, actually, I wanted to talk about the max supply. So the max supply on this token first is 1 billion. So the most you'll ever have on this token is 1 billion max supply. As you can see, the circulating supply right now, there's only 13% out there, and that's 133 million. So that leads me to the question, where's the other 770 million out there? But we'll get to that later. We'll probably find that in the tokenomics. So you have their website right here you can go to. You have the blockchains explorers, and then you also have the Medium and Twitter account, but we'll get to that later. Next thing we're going to look at is the contracts. As you can see, this thing is traded on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, if you come over here, you hit the More tab, you'll see it's also on the BNB Smart Chain, the Avalanche Chain, Polygon, Phantom, and Arbitrum blockchain. So now this one's a 6-chain blockchain token. So 6 separate chains it's on. Then we also like to look at the tags. That'll tell us a little bit more about it. It's on the Ethereum ecosystem, Avalanche, Polygon, like we said, Phantom. And then categories cross-chain, obviously, because you have 6 chains. And then they listed all the other chains that we just previously mentioned. I like to look at the 24-hour volume as well. So the 24-hour volume on this thing was $7 million, right? So just a little over 10% of the entire market cap traded hands over the last 24 hours. Then we also like to come down here and we always hit the all tab on the chart. I'm gonna go back and see when this thing came out. So this thing came out in March of 2022. And as you can see, it went all the way up to 416 and some change, and it fell down with the rest of the market back in April, May, June time frame. And now we're sitting right around here at this 52 cent level. Had a little pump right here, we're back to 52 cent. So moving on down the line, we'll come up on STG, price live data. In this paragraph right here, usually in this area, you're going to find out what the token's about and what it does, a little bit of information about it. And then it'll also tell you some of the companies that they trade with. So, Binance, BTCX, Deepcoin, CoinW, NextC, etc. But now if you go down here, keep scrolling all the way down, you'll see this tab down here that says CR Markets. So you can click CR Markets. And when you do that, it's going to populate a whole entire list of every liquidity pool out there that has a pair associated with this coin. So as you can see, they have around 59 different liquidity pools set up. Some of them are moderate, some of them are not applicable because due to low data, like Pancake Swap, Sushi Swap, right? They don't populate their data really, really fast. As you can see, it's on multiple chains: Binance, Coinbase, Gate.io, KuCoin, Bitfinex, Kraken, Bybit, NextC, LBank, Trader Joe, Uniswap. You get the drift, right? So this thing is very, very highly likely to be able to get your hands on. Now, the next thing I like to do, you're going to have to come back here and you're going to have to hit that overview tab again. So you hit the overview tab, and I like to look at some of the comments on here, right? Because, sometimes people tend to be bearish, they tend to be bullish. And I'll just look at a couple of them and see what they talk about, right? If they don't give me any, definitive information as to why the token's bearish, I just keep doing my due diligence. Me and X both do. And then the next step we'll do is come up to the web page. I already have that pulled up. You click right here. It'll take you to the web page. It'll pull you up. Now on the web page, we're going to be looking for more partners because the exchanges that they're listing on, they're all partners, folks. So one way or another, you have to have some kind of connection in order to be able to get on them chains. So as you can see, they have a lot of partnerships associated with them to be able to get listed on them exchanges. So now that we're in the website, I like to look for, we like to look at the colors. I know X does. X, you want to elaborate a little bit on that about the colors? First thing that pops up in mind.
Yeah, so I think people are always trying to associate with other people that they're doing business with. It's funny, I was just typing a message right now to S. Hall that's in the room, right? And the message is saying we'll go further into partnerships. Look, here's a big deal with me, right? A big deal with me is partners, right? I like partners. I like billion-dollar partners. I like big companies that are behind big companies that partner with other big companies. I can't get enough big companies, okay? Because I want money behind me. I want to know that if my guys go down, these guys that I believe in go down, that I got billion-dollar partners behind them that are so deeply invested, they're not going to let them go down. They're going to merge with them, acquire them. They're going to help them succeed. They're going to do that. They're going to do that one way or the other. And the initial thing that you can really look at to tell about a company and their partnerships, look at the coloring on their pages, right? Polygon has their colors. Ada has their colors, right? Solana has their colors. Companies that are trying to attach to them or maybe come on their chain, Avalanche colors as well. I mean, there are tons out there, right? Learning to identify your look is a big deal, guys. If you're trying to evaluate a company and find one early and get in for that 100x, that 500x, that 1000x, right? You need to know what they're trying to say to you. So they're trying to tell me when I look at a page, for example, just an example. If I'm looking at a page, I go over and I see Solana colors. They're telling me they're trying to associate themselves with Solana. There needs to be a planned partnership in there somewhere, so I know to look. The next thing I look for when I'm open on their webpage, okay? I want to know when I open their webpage what they're the most proud of, because that's what they're going to put up front. They're going to tell me about themselves. They're going to tell me what they're the very most proud of as soon as their page opens, okay? So that's a very, very big deal to me when I evaluate companies. That's where I start my look. I'll stare at that page sometimes for 5 minutes trying to figure out what these people are trying to tell me. And then when I've got it, I'll go on and move on to more partnerships, small caps.
Yeah, so absolutely, X. That's the thing we're going to be looking for is more partners. And this one, it really don't put out a whole bunch of partners up front, but other ones you will see that they're going to put out a bunch of partners. But like we talked about before, the interchanges are partners in a way. This one's an actual finance coin, so it's going to be having a lot of liquidity pools and farming. As you can see up top, it says transfer, pool, farming, stake, and then of course overview tab is where I'm at right now, looking for more partners. But you can see Explorer, Stargate, and gain insight to all liquidity pool transfer protocols activity across 7 chains. Right now, they get a total value locked of just under $500,000. So that's a lot of money, folks. I mean, this thing's not playing around. It's tradable on multiple chains out there, and it has multiple liquidity pairs. So basically, they're the liquidity provider for these big time exchanges out there, and they get paid on, on transactional volume. That's how they get paid. But another thing I like to do, I kind of like to go over to their Twitter page, right? We'll come back over here, we'll go down, we'll check out their Twitter. Let's see who they're associated with, right? They got 52,000 followers and they're following 3 people. So Layer Zero Labs and they're following Pancake Swap on BNB blockchain. But they have 52,400 followers right there. So that's a lot of followers. And we'll go back. I had to pull up. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for a roadmap. Our next step would be to look for the roadmap after we discover any more partners, right? But this website and the way it's laid out is not the very, very best, but that still does not discourage me from looking even further, right? So the next thing we want to look at is the white paper. Okay, so on the white paper, in order to do that, I had to Google this one X. So I had to Google the white paper. I found it. And then I didn't find the roadmap on this one either. So I had to skip forward to the tokenomics, right? Just to see what the breakdown of the tokenomics was. And that is very, very important because you want to know if you're in a poker game, if the odds are stacked against you, right? So if you're one-on-one against another player who got the upper hand on you, we'll just say he gets 70% of the tokens, and you only get 30%, well, your likelihood of winning is going to be slim to none. X, you trying to chime in?
Yeah, hey guys, I just wanted to say something really quick before we get into the tokenomics and stuff, right? Listen, guys, I know that we don't know each other. I am a half-ass mathematician, a half-ass macro economist, a half-ass macro investor. I've been around a lot of people in the investment world. I've been doing this for more than 25 years. I have never met anyone in my life who sees the back end of an investment like Caps does. And when it comes to tokenomics, I have met nobody finer. So I'm going to throw this out there, and I mean this. If you need to know about tokenomics, if you don't understand them at all, Small Caps is your guy. You can reach him on Twitter at SmallCaps101. He answers every message. His DMs are open. You can ask us here. I highly advise all of you, if you have any tokenomics questions, get with Small Caps. If you have any questions about a company and you're wondering about their morals and ethics, they'll normally be found in the tokenomics. So please hit Small Caps up whenever you get a chance. Caps.
Yeah, X, thanks for that. Comment, man. I appreciate it. And, you and I work very, very well together. X can find these companies. He's like, hey, man, I want you to look at this one. We both look at it, because here's the thing. The more people you have looking at a company, the better off you can be as a team of investors, right? So matter of fact, I'll give you an example. It says team and investors over here on this little tab right here, right? On this page, team and investors. So that team actually goes in and they find out companies that they're going to invest in. Well, we're a team out here, folks. So you got the scammers versus the regular retail investor, and that's us. So we're trying to prevent getting rug pulled. We're trying to prevent people from making bad decisions out here in the space, because you never know really who to trust out here. And at the same time, none of this, what we're doing is financial advice. We are just trying to give a little bit of education out here in the space. I have fun doing this. X has fun doing this. And if you're winning, somebody's, learning something, we're winning. Go ahead, X.
I was just going to say one more thing. We try to keep things very simple. We are here for the newer investor, no matter what your age is. If you're a younger person, older person, whoever you are, if you come in this market, you want to be in it, you want to make solid profits, we're there for you. We're there to look at a lot of companies and to show you what we do in a basic sense, right? If you're a skilled $1 million investor, you know how to look at companies. We have seen more than enough of the honeypots, the rug pulls, the nefarious people, the corrupt influencers that run around our space. Caps and I try to let people look at this thing a different way. Use their brains to make a decision rather than use an emotion and buying the next and the latest and greatest doggy shit coin to piss money away on. Caps.
And that's exactly right. And just to give you a little bit of our background, right? X is a traditional stock investor. So am I. We kind of brought that, outlook and the way we look at things over to the crypto side of the house. I was generally brought into crypto because it trades 24 hours a day. Like that's my favorite thing to do. I like to look at this stuff. I like to look at numbers all day. This is the way my brain's programmed to do. So that kind of pull me towards crypto. So what we're trying to do is we're breaking it down just like any kind of stock, a traditional stock on the regular exchanges, right? On your traditional S&P 500, NASDAQ, Dow. When you get annual reports, you get your quarterly reports, you get to see all the filings every 3 months, right? And then they have an earnings call, you have a conference call, you get to ask the developers questions, or in that case, in the stock world, the CEO, right? That's why we're bringing this over here, kind of showing you from a stock, analyst perspective per se, and give you a different look at how we do things and how we're approaching this crypto space with that knowledge that we have from over there. Now, the tokenomics. So we'll get back to that, X. I did have to Google this for the document because it wasn't really laid out on the webpage. So if you ever run into any kind of issue like that, just Google the token that you're looking for and put tokenomics in the background. Normally you'll find a post out there that has it. It'll lead you to the link that you need to be on. In this case, we have 1 billion STG have been minted at Genesis and will be the entire finite supply, meaning that there will never be no more than 1 billion STG tokens. So 17.5%, that was Stargate core contributors. Now here's the important part. 1 full year lockup and then 2 year linear unlock after that, right? So it was fully locked up the 17.5%, right? That way they could, the strategic core investors and the regular investors, right? They're both under that same clause right there. That means they can't pull out for a whole entire year from when this thing launched. And then after 1 year, they'll be able to strategically or over time be able to pull some out for 2 years. And now you can see we'll come down. You got 65% was Stargate community allocated, right? So that's for your entire community. That's for liquidity and allocations as far as the protocol launch, the launch auction, and then the USD pool on Curve Finance. So that's another one I like to look at, Curve Finance. So we can go over there and see what they're how they're doing. And then you got 15.99% bonding curve post-launch, and then 2.11% initial emissions program, and then up to 1.5% will be added to DEXs on BNB, Avalanche, Polygon, Ethereum, Optimism, and Phantom. The remaining 30.39% is dedicated to future community initiatives and long-term success of Stargate. So remember, right out the gate where I was asking, hey, where's them other shares at? Well, that's kind of, or the other token supply, that's kind of where it's tied up right here. So I like to look at the pie charts too, because that really gives you a good idea how everything's laid out. So you get, the community's got 30.39%, the team and investors, right? So they get about 35%. So it's a little bit more than what the community has. However, that's 50-50 in my eyes right there. So that's not bad. Okay. Now, if you had like a 70-25 split, then I'd be concerned, right? Because now the team and the core investors have more token supply to be able to, dump on you as a retail investor. So these numbers look relatively good here to me. But another thing you need to look at, okay, and where you come down the team and investors, right? Where we were talking about that 1 year full lock and then a 2 year vesting linear unlock thereafter. Well, it shows you the first year they're locked all the way up until January 2023, February time frame. And then this is where they're going to start unlocking. So you can see some of these tokens will start unlocking over that 2 year period. So it's very, very important to know the release schedules of tokens, right? Because you can run into a situation where more tokens come into circulation and they can be dumping on retail. So these are important dates to really, really look at whenever you're entering a position and looking to get out of your position. But however, I'm not really too concerned about that one. The tokenomics look relatively decent as long as they keep doing what they're doing and they're on their roadmap. And this one is pretty much straightforward. This is a finance protocol coin. Like, all they do is provide liquidity. They take transactional volume. Every time somebody buys and sells, they get a percentage of that fee. And they're providing liquidity through multiple exchanges. That's over to you, my man.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking right now about that. I think you and I both agree we like Stargate a tremendous amount. I have been layering in since the day that we founded. I buy every single day. If you guys don't know, we haven't talked about this in here yet, but I never ape into anything. I take my time going in. I don't care how much money I'm putting in. I don't care if I'm putting in, $1,000, $10,000, or $100,000. I put it in very small increments. It goes in $100 increments, $200 increments, and I'll take my time getting it there. I like to keep the line stable, and I like to keep it not moving. So, for me personally, Stargate is an absolute monster. I see huge growth on it this year. I think it's in our top 5 of normal investments outside of the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP range, right, Caps?
Yes. Yeah, oh, yeah, it is. I mean, I consider this to be like your basic, let's call it pancake swap, Uniswap, stuff like that. Like, they're a big time liquidity provider. You can see they have a $500 million in total value locked. Like, that's an extreme amount of money.
Yeah, they're available for sale at 59 places. They have massive potential this year, in my opinion. Another one that we're going to look at tonight, I think next on the list coming up, I think we can move on from STG and move over to DAG. That's DAG in your CoinMarketCap browser if you'd like to look at it with us. That is Constellation. Constellation. DAG in your CoinMarketCap search bar, and Caps is going to start breaking that one down with you. This one is also in our top 5. We absolutely love it. I buy it every day. I bought some of it today, and I'm going to keep buying. I see huge potential here. I really do. Caps, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Constellation, that one's coming in at a $90 million market cap. This thing's at 7 cent right now, 7131. And this ticker on it is DAG Constellation. So as you can see, market cap's 90 million. Okay, so do that by 5, 9 times 5 is 450 million. Do a 10x on this, you're talking 900 million. Do a 20x, you're talking about 1.8 million right there. I'm 1.8 billion, and then multiply that by 2. You're looking at a 40x at right around 3.6 billion. So you got a lot of upside potential on this. This could be a potential 40x here. We just got to dig into it and see how it all plays out, right? So talking about that, we look at the fully diluted market cap. That's 263 million, right? So the way that works is you got your market cap divided by your price is your total supply, or I'm sorry, circulating supply. And then your fully diluted market cap divided by your price would be your total supply. That's how you usually get them numbers right there. Sometimes they match up, sometimes they don't. If they don't match up, then they're incorrect. All right, so this one has a trading volume of 327,000. That's a little low compared to the last one that we looked at, but that's not too bad. Still got 34% circulating supply out there, so that means there's another 66% out there somewhere. So we'll look for them while we're digging through the white paper and the tokenomics on that portion of the house. So Constellation right here, or I'm sorry, on the contracts, this one is on its own blockchain. Now I want to point this out, X, because this one has its own network right here, right? So when you have your own blockchain and it's its own protocol, that means instead of it being a token, it is now a coin. So underneath here, it'll say coin. And I'm putting my arrow right there. There may be a little bit of delay when I'm talking, but right here is where it says coin at. That means it's running on its own blockchain. Now, if it says token, that means it's running on somebody else's blockchain. So for instance, Shiba Inu, that runs on the Ethereum. It's an ERC20 token. So that runs on the Ethereum blockchain. It's not its own blockchain. So that's why it has a contract of Ethereum. This one has its own contract. So just to point that out to you guys. Now, moving on, it had an audit done by Hackett. Tags for this one, you got DAG, platform, payments, and smart contracts. So you're in the payment industry and the smart contract industry, obviously. All right, like I said before, I like to look at the all tab on the charts. This one is very, very surprising, right? Because it started out at 2.5 cents. And that was a little over 4 years ago. And then it spiked, right? Its all-time high happened to hit 45 cents. So you're talking about a 20-something X right there. About a 22X. Now, can it do it again? Absolutely. I mean, you know, depending on the bull market and the right conditions, anything's possible. But we're going to dig further into it and see if it does have the potential to do so. So what is Constellation? Right here where it says underneath price live data. Constellation is a protocol that uses a direct or graph architecture to achieve consensus that is, in theory, capable of infinite scalability. With that protocol and custom state channels, Constellation is driving the evolution of smart contracts by allowing data sources to be integrated into the distributed ledger technology, DLT. So they're basically saving information on the blockchain for people. So I'm gonna keep scrolling down. I'm gonna go down, and I like to go through all these little thumbnails. There's a lot to cover here, so I mean you can go through, take your time, read these things, right? Especially if you're thinking about putting a bag into one of these. But we're going to come down. We'll go to see all markets. As you can see, it's tradable on KuCoin, Gate.io, Liquid, LCX Exchange, HitBit, and LCX Exchange. So this one doesn't have as many as the other ones. And, you know, you got to try to really hunt for this one to get it. But if you got KuCoin, you won't have a problem getting it. If you got Gate.io, you shouldn't have a problem getting it. So the last one that we talked about, STG, you can actually get that one on crypto.com. I forgot to tell you that. This one is not available on crypto.com. You can only get it at KuCoin, Gate.io, Liquid, and LCX Exchange. And then, of course, HitBit. And then remember, you can always hit the overview tab again. That way you can come back and look at the comment blocks on the way back up. See a couple green bullish signs here. Dagger, H-bar, question mark. I like H-bar too. Mainnet, finally this month, DoD phase. All right, so I'm gonna come back up to the top. I'm gonna click their website. It'll pop up. Let's see what they got right here. What's the first thing that it tells you? X, are you looking at this one, brother?
I'm not, Caps. I assumed you have it, and I'm over in something else. I'm putting a few messages out for the room and links to my page right now, and I'm going to start putting links over to yours.
Roger, because I don't have the ability to look at the comments just yet, but I will be able to later on once I figure all this stuff out with the YouTube, because I'm new with all this. All right, so it says building the future on HGTP.
Hey, Caps, before you go again, let me jump in real quick. Let's say hi to Deno. What's going on? Deno, Doggalon Mars, my man is in the house. Chad obviously knows Deno, so Chad, welcome again. Deno, how many names are you in the room with, man? Just one? Or you got more than one tonight? Satoshi, welcome again. Who we got here? Hollomo, welcome. If I didn't holler out your name, S. Hall, welcome. Thank you guys for joining Small Caps 101 and myself. We normally broadcast a Spaces broadcast over on Twitter. We are doing the opening for Matt's tonight. I'm proud to do it. We love Matt. He's a great dude, and proud to do his opening. I'm going to turn this back over to Small Caps, and again, thank you. Deno, see you soon there, brother. We'll be on Twitter tonight after we're done here, Deno, so hope you join us there. And anybody else wants to join us, jump over with us. Small Caps.
Outstanding. So, build the future together on HGTP, right? So the next thing we're still looking for is partners. And as you can see, I'm going to scroll down, and this thing says a growing ecosystem, and they're putting the partners right in front of your face right here for you to look at. I see U.S. Air Force, Ledger, Amazon Web Service, Helium, Uphold. And if you don't know about Uphold, you may want to know, especially if you're looking for a particular token that you can't get your hands on. Splunk, Foursquare, U.S. Air Force. That surprises me, right? And then check this one out, man. This one is the one that really can kind of sell you right here. Meet Constellation Network. Faster than you can say Solana, right? Now that means that they're talking with confidence. Whoever wrote this and whoever drafted this up for the website is speaking with confidence. That's what they're telling you.
Caps, I can't resist, man. I got to get in, man. I got to start. Hey, I love these guys, though, man. What balls? Call out Solana. Let me go over to Chad Taylor over here. Chad, dude, I want to talk about XRP 100% of the time, man. Caps is pissed right now. He's like, oh, I knew it. You interrupted me. It's got to be XRP. You're right. It is XRP. My boy said, what's up with XRP? The answer, it's getting ready to buy my mountaintop chalet in Switzerland. And that's no Lambo fantasy right there, brother. So, hey, we'll get back to XRP. I promise every time that we're on, anybody that wants to talk XRP, put a message down there and we'll talk XRP. By the way, man, if you're here in Matt's market, please follow Matt. Hit that like button, smash the join button, and every time Matt comes on, please tune in to Matt's channel. It's a great channel. I enjoy it very much. Caps.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You guys got to hit that like, subscribe, share, do everything you can for Matt over there. I mean, like he's the main man over here on this YouTube thing, and I look forward to coming on his space here and bringing him into our space on Twitter and kind of mixing the two together, YouTube and Twitter, right, and getting out here. All right, so faster than you can say Solana, like 80,000 transactions per second, 1.3 bytes staked in DAG, and then 24.4K DAG wallet holders, okay? 300 plus no validators. So they're calling Solana out, right? And they're putting the numbers out there to show you that they're competing with Solana. Down the mine, we shouldn't. Mainnet 2.0 has arrived. Ready, set, let's go, right? So I'm looking for more partners as I'm scrolling down here. But they already listed them at the top up there. Take back your data, pre-enroll with that, hyper hour. And I just keep on coming down and I'm looking. Sometimes at the very bottom of these pages, guess what you can find? And right here she is. That's the white paper. So I'm gonna hit open a new link, pull that bad boy up, and it's gonna bring me to the white paper. So this one's transitioning over to the token lifecycle latest gateway, okay? And the latest gateway is gonna be a spinoff of the DDG token. Because when I was reading through all this, and I'm just gonna get straight to the point on this because it is a lot of information to read through. However, you guys got to take your time. And if you don't understand some of it, you know, you can come to us and we'll talk a little bit about it. But you have to have so many DGT tokens, right, locked up in order to actually get LTV token, the stake. And when you stake your LTV token, then you can get VELTX, which gives you governance in the whole entire protocol as far as voting rights go. But you need $250,000 in DGT locked up in a sting.
Hey, Caps, can you do me a favor and tell them what I think about governance tokens, please?
Well, I mean, I know you like the governance token because it allows, you know, the people with the money to move in the direction of the company's best interests, all right? Because, I mean, if you get a little bit of money, you already know, and you get the analytics and the data to kind of steer the company in the right direction. But you can elaborate on that a little bit more, X. That's fine too. Or he may be over there talking. Anyway, so here we go. He's probably chit-chatting over there. So the current circulating supply for LTX right now, which is also tradable on the on CoinMarketCap, you can actually go over there and buy that. That release since 2020, private sale vesting, right? That was 31,000. Vote escrows, liquidity incentives, team, acquisition fund, right? I'm reading through all these numbers because they're very, very important to know. Then you look at the allocation, right? How much does the team have versus, you know, the core investor, okay? Well, this one, you're gonna have to have tokens staked in order to be rewarded these tokens. So it's kind of like a tier-based level system. And also with this token, right, you have to have a whole bunch of DAG, $250,000 worth of DAG. Once they get that and they get the node running, then they burn DAG tokens. So DAG in theory is actually a deflationary token because remember the max total supply on that thing is 1 billion. 1 billion tokens. But that's a lot of information to look for. You really got to start, I'm sorry, 3,693,000,000. So this one's deflationary token. Over time, it'll be a deflationary token because every time they get 250,000 locked up in the nodes and they get to mine LGTV, right, for VEXLGTV, right, then it burns some of the DAG token. X, do you want to talk a little bit more about this one?
Yeah, I'll just say this. I absolutely love Constellation. While you were doing your segment, Caps, I just went ahead and put it out there. I put it in the chat the way that we feel about it. I think this is an absolute monster of a company. It's for both of us. It's a buy and buy now. I mean, obviously, people have to do their own research and figure out what they want to invest in. But in my opinion, and Cap's opinion, we love DAG Constellation. We love STG, Stargate. We believe they're both in the top 5 companies below the big 3. I think they're going to have a monster year. They're the kind of company that you get into now and you ride them and you ride them and you ride them. You ride them until they're done. Hey, we had a question in the chat from Chad Taylor. Chad said, Do you guys believe in Dog Along Mars, or do you guys believe Dog Along Mars is a good investment, and why? Yes, we both believe in dog. I'm gonna let Caps tell you why, Chad. However, I'm gonna throw a disclaimer out with this, okay? When we talk about investing, to me, investing is solid, and it's a high percentage of solid versus a high percentage, or versus a low percentage of what I would call DeFi gambles, or I just gambles. We'll just call them gambles, okay? And I would consider Dogalon to be, for me personally, would be more of a gamble, okay? That doesn't mean I don't hold a substantial bag, but look, I invest about 90% solid on the main board. When you hear me run the export, you hear very, very little that isn't solid on that board, okay? I think there's only a couple of them on there, like SwiftCoin is a little bit, Starlink is a brand new company. I guess you could call that a gamble. I have Dog on there, Shiba on there. Shiba's become a really good company. Dog's become a really good company. My board is pretty well solid. So I try to stay about 90% solid, 10% in the gamble space. Right now, I think I'm a little heavy. I think I'm about 85-15 in the solid gamble space. So remember, I would, listen, I'm not trying to offend any of the dog community because I think it's going to go, I think it could possibly explode and be one of the very, very big ones of the year. But I still keep it on my gamble list, small caps.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Dog Along Mars. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of my favorites. However, like X does say, right? X said it best. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a meme token, right? Until it proves otherwise, because it hasn't had the huge impact and information that has come out as far as Shiba Inu, right? It's not on that level just yet. I do like the Methuselah Foundation and the fact that they did come out with the pi equation, which is 3.14% yearly, right? That they're going to inject into the ecosystem out of the 432 trillion tokens that they got. Also on the flip, man, a lot of people do not know this, but that Uniswap wallet that was initially created with the $4,000 or 4,000 ETH by Vitalik Buterin and them guys, right? Or whoever deployed the contract. They gave half to Vitalik, right? He sent that off to Methuselah, the 432, right? And then they locked the liquidity pool. So what that means is every time a trade goes through Uniswap, the transactional volume, 0.3% of every dollar goes back into the liquidity pool, essentially raising that floor. So as you have the floor raising over time, and then, a couple burn pages are out there. We have the Dogalong. I think Deno's in your comments. If he's still in there, Deno runs that Dogalong burn page over there on Twitter. We just play a bunch of SoundCloud music, and then every month, boom, we burn tokens. So I think we're up to almost 5 billion tokens that have been generated just from that SoundCloud page. And I think almost 4 billion of them been burned. And then with Methuselah, the way they're releasing that token, slowly over 939 years, I think, right? In due time, if you get the trading volume moving, yeah, and it starts picking back up in the bull market, and it tends to run with Bitcoin. If you keep an eye on Bitcoin, that price tends to run with it. So the algos and the bots out there are playing that game. Do I think Dog Along Mars is dead? No, absolutely not. And then, like X said, you got to really, really be careful. So your top 50, right? Then I consider the top 50 to 25, I would say, is your mid caps. And then from the top 25 on up, I would call them your blue chips. You got to kind of look at this in the traditional stock market perspective, right? Dow Jones, your blue chips, S&P 500, your mid caps, NASDAQ, your tech stocks, a little bit more risky assets. And then you got your penny stocks, right? Which we're playing on a lot of these, right? Some of these can be considered penny stocks. That's why I like it. I'm a penny stock trader, or used to be. I don't do it as much because I'd be messing around with crypto all the time now. But yeah, I like that one. What else, X? Did we have any more comments about what they wanted to talk about over there? All right, either way, I'm going to move on. The next one on our list, and I kind of like this one, but here you go.
Caps, were you just talking to me?
Yeah, I was asking anybody else had any comments, because I finished up on the Dog Along Mars portion.
Hey, good. Let me throw something out there then before we go. We have a board run coming up, Caps, in about 9 minutes. But I'll also throw this out for anybody that's in the room right now. We're going to do an interesting little promotion on Monday night on Caps and My Show over on Twitter first. And then if we're opening for Matt that night, which I think we are, but I'm not sure, I'll get with Matt and make sure. And we'll put it out on here after we put it out on Twitter. It'll be about it'll be a little bit after we put it out on Twitter. We're going to run a contest. We're going to give away 1 million psychotic tokens at least, maybe more. I'm not sure. But what we're going to do is I'm going to come on Monday night on our Twitter broadcast. I'm going to tell a story, and in that story, listen very carefully. And if you listen very carefully at the end, you may have a chance to win 1 million or more psychotic tokens. Caps.
1 million psychotic tokens. Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. I'm down for that. Can I enter X? Am I able to enter that?
No.
Oh man, I'm gonna be disqualified. Okay. Well, at least somebody out there in the audience will win it. I'm happy for them.
You know, I'll enter you in the contest if you send me your seed phrase.
Absolutely not, X. So, Jay, just for everybody's safety out there that's listening, never, ever, ever share your seed phrase with anybody. Not even, your closest girlfriend or your dog. Don't even give your dog your seed phrase because he might eat it. All right, so moving on, X, we're going to move on to alluvium. And I know X likes alluvium, and I kind of like it too. Not saying that it's a absolute buy, but you guys need to take a look at it and do your own research on it. Do not let the price scare you, okay? This thing is $56.36. You cannot let the price scare you. Everybody thinks that, hey, I need a bunch of zeros to win a Lambo and a yacht tomorrow, right? You don't need a bunch of zeros. Yeah, it's nice to have a lot of coins, but it's nice to have a coin that ain't got a lot of coins out there.
Hey, Caps, let me just throw this out, man. We'll save a little tease on this one to the end, but I'll tell you this. Its all-time high is more than 50 times where it is right now.
Ooh. Okay, here we go. So the reason why this thing is priced so high, you get a $36 million market cap. Fully diluted market cap is $563 million. 3,730,000 in trading volume. That's more than 10% of the market cap. 3 million is a substantial amount of money. It's not to shake a stick at. And then the max supply of this thing is 10 million tokens with only 650,861 tokens in circulation. Like, that's the big number right there. So you're not dealing with trillions, right? Like Shiba Inu. You're not dealing with trillions like Dogal on Mars. You're dealing with less than 1 million, right? 650,000. That's why the price action is where it's at, right? So moving on. With that being said, this one, if you add a zero to the back end of 36 million, right? That takes you up to 360 million. That'll get you in the top 100. So that'll be a 10x. Add a 20x to that puts you at 720. Add a 30x to that puts you at, like, I don't know, 210, 215. That'll definitely put you in the top 50 right there. And then a bull market, that'll probably put you in the top 20, 25 if you get up in that range. So is it worthy of that? I don't know. We'll have to find out. I mean, I can see at least 10x on this thing, in my opinion. I mean, I think it could get to 300 million. I mean, 360 million. The top 100 crypto, absolutely. So alluvium.io, that's or alluvium. ILV is the ticker symbol, just in case you didn't pull it up. So we're gonna see what blockchains that this thing trades on. So interesting. It's on the Ethereum blockchain. It's on Solana. Solana's been pretty hot lately, folks. They got a lot of collectibles and NFTs coming over there, and look at it. The tags for this thing: collectibles and NFTs, gaming, DAO, and then a metaverse. And then I also hit the view all tab in there in the gaming industry, and play to earn. That one wasn't listed over there. So play to earn. Just keep that in mind. I'm gonna hit the overview tab of this thing. I'm gonna hit the all tab. That's what I like to see. It's all-time high, like X was just recently talking about, and that was right before January 1st. That was back in November of last year. It was $1,844. Interesting enough. But look where it came out at. That's what I really find interesting, right? If this thing is still a reliable company, back in April of 2021, that was about a year and a half ago, it came out at $78.38. So right now, this thing's actually a buy between this initial release price. So we'll see how well it plays out. All right, I'd like to go down to the price live data. That's what me and X do. We look at it, see what it's a little bit about. We kind of already have an idea. It's a gaming one. Good, X. I hear your mic on, bro.
That last link that I just dropped in under my status, I put a tweet out over on Twitter. That is a picture of the Luvium all-time high. I just ran the cursor up near the top. I showed 1810. I know you're correct. It's 1844 on the high.
Awesome. 1844, folks, on the high. So, I mean, yeah, $1,800 some dollars. Yeah, that'd be a nice payday if it comes back to that. But we'll see. Illuvium is an open world fantasy battle game built on the Ethereum blockchain, often touted as the first AAA game on Ethereum. Illuvium looks to provide a source of entertainment to both the casual gamer and hardcore deep dive fans through a range of collecting and trading treasures. Good, X.
You know, Caps, just to tell you, man, I look back at the current price. I think it's got about a 35x in it right now, right? And I think that's a fairly simple 35x to go back. I'll tell you, if you add a zero to that $36 million cap and move it to 360, that's a 10x. If you move it another zero to 366, 3.66, that's going to be a 100. Is that right?
Yeah, that'd be 100x at 3.66 billion. Yes.
Yeah, so cut that in half and use the numbers that we use of a 1.5 bill cap, and you got a solid 50x sitting there, brother, right now.
Absolutely, 35 to 50x. Yeah, that's exactly what I wrote down on this thing earlier today.
I'll take a shot at a 50x company with this many billions behind them, I think. But let's keep going.
Yep, absolutely. And here's the thing, guys: you don't have to throw a whole bunch of money in, right, to win, right? If you spread your money out wisely. You don't ape in with your whole entire bag. We'll just say if you got $500 to invest, you don't have to put $500 on this thing. Just put $50 on this thing. Because if you do hit 100x, 50 times 100, $5,000. So now you got $5,000, and now you can go spread it out even more so across the whole crypto space, right? And solid companies that you believe in after you have done your research on them. Because some are going to win, some are going to lose. It's just the way it is. It's the game that we play. So there's a lot of information on the about price live data right there. You can read up on it, see what it does, and see if it interests you. If it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. Move on. Now we're looking at the See All Markets tab. This thing is tradable on Binance, KuCoin, Gate.io, Coin1, Uniswap, FEMX, Crypto.com, which you can get it on, LBank, OKX, Mexis, SushiSwap, CoinX, Novadax, you name it, you can probably get it on your exchange, except for Robinhood. I don't see that on there. And HitBitC. And you can see there's moderate to high liquidity throughout all them pools right there. So I'm going to just keep scrolling down just in case. I always like to go to the bottom of the web page, come back up. We'll hit the overview tab again. And let's see what it says. Scam, BNX Go, I don't understand. Okay. Please hold 3 months, 50x. Look, we ain't the only ones saying it's a 50xx. We got to find this guy. A couple people are bearish on it. That's fine. Down market. I mean, you can look at the chart. Look at the last 3 months, dude. I mean, 3 months ago, back in July, this thing was trading at $118. That's like 1.5 times. Okay, so now moving on, we'll go to illuvium.io. You'll click that link right there, and it'll take you to the web page, and here we go. Register for the beta, staking, play. So they got Illuvium beta, and then Illuvium 0 coming soon. Okay, so the beta is live right now. Community, you get Discord, Twitter, Telegram, governance tokens, proposals, nominations, elections, land. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. You get the land in there. I like that. I mean, because if you can get it relatively cheap and people really, really want it, you can make some money on that. The DEX, you can claim NFTs, buy Alluvium. Look, and you can actually connect to your wallets right here. That's pretty interesting. Crypto.com, you name it, you can buy it. I love the careers if you're interested in getting a job, and then you get the help. And underneath the help tab is, of course, the white paper. So I'm gonna open that while I'm here. I just right clicked on it, but I'm gonna scroll down and I'm gonna keep on going to see who their partnerships are. It says it's on the Mac and Windows. So you can watch some videos on YouTube. I'm not gonna do that on here. You just keep scrolling. Play to earn while playing, wager on battles. Ooh, that's kind of interesting right there. So if you guys think that you got what it takes to beat each other up out there, you can wager on a battle over there.
I love it, dude. Hey, I just did the math. I put it over in the chat. A conservative cap to gauge with is 1.5 bill. That's the number we use. Current price to 1.5 bill is a 40.86x directly on that caps.
Yeah, there you go. You know, multiply that by 40. That's what? How much money? 40 times 50? 2 G's, right? Somewhere around there.
Yeah, there you go. And it has room to do that and still have a reasonable cap of 1.5 bill. If this company gets big, and that cap, dude, 3 billion to me is a very good company in this space, and I think they're, you know, the top 100 is going to be 3 bill across the board. Can this thing make 3 bill? Yep, that's an 80x. And can it make more than that, 6 or 9? This thing has unlimited possibility in the cap, man. It has cap room to do whatever it wants.
Absolutely, I can agree with you there. All right, so you see, it says land, ready to become a landowner. Yep, you can visit there if you're interested in that. True ownership from the players, tells you more about it. You can trade and buy and sell NFTs on this thing. And they're pretty cool looking. I mean, it's got my attention a little bit. And then check this out here towards the bottom, our partners. LD Capital, Delphi Visual, Lotus Capital, BitScale, Chainlink, Immutable X, right? Them are two big blockchains right there. Wild Guild, State Deo, Nosadang, Blockchain Game Alliance, BlockSync Ventures, QuantStamp, Bitcoin.com, and Influx. All right, that's a lot of partners, folks. Available on Binance, Sushi, KuCoin. Yeah, we already know that. We went through that. And then here at the bottom of the page again, see where they put the white papers. That's usually where you can find these. So there's just some places to look. And, you know, when you open this page up, right, who's the colors tell you that they want to be like? Well, they're purple. Solana. And guess what chain it's on? Solana. Ethereum and Solana. So now that we looked at that, I'll go to the white paper. Let's click the white paper. I need to open it back up. Go ahead, X. I hear you want to jump in, bro.
Yep, while you're doing that, let me give you a quick little market cap analysis over here, okay? I'm just looking at some $3 billion market caps, right? FTX token has got a market cap of 3.2. They're a big company. They got money behind them. Stellar Lumens has a $3 billion market cap. Near Protocol does not have nearly as much money behind it as Alluvium. It has a $2.8 billion cap. Chronos has a $2.8 billion cap. Monero's a $2.5 billion. Algorand's a $2.5 billion, right? So the reason that Caps and I go and we use a 1.5 bill is because a lot of times we know that companies like this that are new, that have billions and billions behind them, they're going to be much bigger than the $1.5 billion caps, right? But 1.5 bill gives us margin for error. In 1.5 billion caps, look what we find in there. How about ApeCoin at 1.6 bill? How about Internet Computer at 1.6? Chili's at 1.4. Hedera, HBAR 1.3. Decentraland, Mana, the original metaverse, were $1.2 billion cap. Tezos 1.2. These are very good companies, so I think that that market cap is a reasonable expectation with room for error.
Yeah.
Caps, you're still live, man. Your mic's on.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. I thought I had it on mute. But yeah, we do have a bunch of room for error with that 1.5. And I mean, you know, these are legitimate companies out there that, you know, this thing can compete with. And on a grand scale of things, it's very, very possible for them to do it.
You know, the great side of using a number like 1.5 for an eval, right, is look, I'm looking at 1.5 and thinking we have a 40 exit in front of us, okay? But what if we're wrong? What if we miss? What if it's half of that and it comes in at 750 mil? Great. Walk away with my 25x. It's been a good day.
Absolutely. All right, so we got the roadmap here, X. I found that in the white paper. So initial prototype was in November 2020. That was complete. December 2020 completed. Token smart contract, first cinema trailer, yield farm contracts, auto battler contract, private beta, which is live now. Public beta launch, that's live now. But we're waiting on that Illuvium Zero to come out. And that said quarter two 2022. We're a little bit past that. And then they got a mobile release come out 2023. So that's where you can go back and kind of check their Twitter pages, et cetera, right? And look and see, hey, are they hitting these milestones or hitting these wickets? See if they got an AMA that you can jump into, right? And you can ask that question. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how about the status of the game? Where we at? Or even their Discord or whatever the case may be. And that's prior to you even taking the position in the company. You can do even more research, right? So as you're going, you can write down that question and be like, oh, well, I see that they came up with the public beta. Yep, that checked out on their website. And Illuvium Zero is supposed to release quarter two 2022. Was there an issue? And then write that down. You know what I mean? That way you can go follow up on your own research and do your due diligence and make sure that you get the answer that you need for you to make that purchase. If you know, in fact, you're going to invest. All right, so the pre-seed round, the pre-seed sales, right, that came out. Now we're going to kind of get into the tokenomics here. So I'm going to click that. I'm just going to go straight to it. So the pre-seed, that came out. They had 500,000 tokens. That was in December, January, February, as you can see down the right-hand side. Pre-sale. So that's, I like to add these up. So the pre-seed was 500,000. C was 1.5 million. That's 2 million. Another 1.5 million. That's 3.5 million plus another for the treasury that takes you up to 5 million. So the rest of it was out for in-game rewards, ongoing, which was 3 million, and then the launch pad which was another million. And then I'm gonna go back and check, make sure I have my numbers right. The total supply was 7 million on this. Yeah, 7 million. I was saying billion. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, so 1.5 million. Yep. That's 3, 6, 9, 10. That's where that came in at. And then they locked up some for the ecosystem, the yield farming. That's why it says 7 million in supply versus the 10. So I'm going to go back and look at this chart, but we already know it's below, right? So we'll click the pre-sale. That happened on the 15th of January. Ran for less than a half, a lot of time. All 1.5 million LLV were distributed at a price of $3. And then also the pre-sale round, that was at $1 each. So they sold 500,000. Now that was for your early investors back in a year and a half ago, a little over a year and a half ago. So that's what they got in at. That would have been nice to get in there and then be able to get out at 1,800 had you hit that one. But can it do it again? Absolutely. I think this thing's got a lot of power behind it, especially at the $50 price range. But yeah, X, I mean, I pretty much got that. I only had that one question about the game that's coming out. Or are they going to be good to go on that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know, VCaps, when it gets to the utility, I mean, you should probably maybe explain to them why we put utility last on our list.
Oh, the utility? Yeah, so we don't care about the utility. We want to make sure, absolutely sure, that this thing is going to have the ability to become a company and it has the money behind it and it's not shady on the tokenomics, you know, and then we'll look at the utility last. Well, this one, of course, you already know, we kind of looked at it. It's a video game and you can buy land, you get trade back and forth, NFTs, et cetera, et cetera. So they kind of find the utility out as you're going through it.
Yeah, thanks for that, Caps. You know what? Listen, that really is the case of utility. Look, everybody has the latest, greatest, best. Some utilities we believe in more than others. At the end of the day, look, once we get to the utility part, we're going to tear the utility of it down, and we're going to look for the best technology we can find. That's why we like companies like TD Blue. They have the best blockchain accountability solution going on in our space. And to tell you what, guys, that blockchain accountability space, Caps, I got a lot of blowback from you right now. The blockchain accountability space, TE Food is leading the way. They're going to cover the entire crypto industry with blockchain accountability. If you don't know about blockchain accountability, start looking now because it is coming very, very heavily to our space. What do you think about that one, Caps?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's coming.
So anyway, every once in a while we find one that we like that. We like MCD, we like CD Bio this year. They're a medical blockchain, and for a long time we thought that there was going to be a medical blockchain that every person in the world can enter their medical information and get treatment anywhere around the world. We see a future of autonomous medical treatment, where soldiers on the battlefield could perhaps be treated with autonomous surgical vehicles. Paramedics will have the ability to provide autonomous help to patients on the side of the road if they need it. Chad, I saw your question there, and I want to address it too. Any thoughts on the Fed meeting on Monday? Yeah, I have two thoughts on it. My initial thought, because I'm an XRP junkie and I can't get it off my brain, was that it was awfully strange timing that on Thursday, the judge rules against the SEC again, says they can't keep the Hinman document secret and the drafts and mails and all that. The U.S. government, in my opinion, is very, I can't even say my opinion on this one. I can't imagine in any fantasy scenario where the U.S. government opens their books up to Ripple's lawyers. So, I think that we all at that point, when they lost another ruling and it became to the point of where now those mails and drafts have to go over, that a settlement would be forthcoming. So when the Fed announcement was announced that they were going to have a meeting on Monday, our initial thought was it was going to be XRP. One of my guys that comes with us a lot, he is brilliant. He goes on Twitter by BTC Citadel. He is he holds a Series 66 license, which means he's got them all. He's got his 86, 87, 63, 66. He was telling me that I had missed something in that evaluation. When I asked him what, he pointed out to me that the Fed announcement came at the close yesterday of the quarter, and it was a very, very, very disclosed. And I really hadn't given that the proper amount of consideration. With everything that happened this week with the Bank of England, with having such a bearish close, Caps, I don't know. I don't remember a bearish close like this since maybe 2008, man. So, I just got to say, man, kind of maybe narrow down, Chad, to either XRP, we hope, or which is more of hopium than it is anything else. But more than likely, we're going to get an announcement talking about the economy due to the bearish close yesterday. Caps.
Yeah, right now you can see the market's kind of stagnant. What's Bitcoin trading at 19,300? I see right there. It's been trading at a tight range all day long. It's only been moving a couple $100, and you're gonna need big.
Go ahead, sorry, man. I'm sorry. I had a little bit of a delay. I was gonna ask if you're trying to tease me and tell me that I didn't get my board run on time 15 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, you should have had 15 minutes. Yeah.
No,
so
continue on, man, please. Sorry.
With the Bitcoin coming in at 19,300, it's been trading at a tight range all day. So we'll see how it plays out between Asia tonight and then tomorrow morning, going into Monday morning. Right, there may be, maybe there's some pullback, maybe there's some good news. It just depends on what Jerome Powell's going to hit us with. So just wait to see.
Dude, why do you insist on using that kind of profanity in here, man? Look, you can use any F-bomb that you want. You can throw any other word out that you want. Why do you drop words in here like Jerome Powell? You start saying Jay Powell, dude, it just jacks my night, bro. Seriously. Does this guy have a clue at all? Or does he just know how to say, I'm not gonna go along with this. I've made mistakes in the past. I'm raising basic. That's all I ever hear from the dude. The same shit every day.
Yeah, hopefully he's not too hawkish. Maybe these numbers are paying out and we'll get a big pump. We need it, that's for sure. The good thing is oil's coming down.
Listen, man, I'm not gonna make this political, man. But I am. Listen, I am a macro everything. I watch all world geopolitical events. I'll tell you this: Jay Powell better not step on it on Monday, man, because you got the midterms coming in November, and if this economy goes down anymore going into the midterms, there's only going to be one party left after these midterms, and that is never a good thing. Look, I do not believe in super majorities. I don't like that nonsense. Our economy needs to turn around, and hey, look, I'm not telling you that I prefer either party. I'm telling you I prefer the United States of America, and I prefer us to have a great economy. This guy has made a zillion mistakes so far. I don't expect him to correct it, but look, the Fed was made to be an independent group that was not politically controlled. Nobody believes that shit. I mean, they're definitely controlled by politics, and at this point right now, I can't even believe I'm saying this, man. I half-ass, hope it is controlled by politics, because our economy has to turn. We're in trouble, folks. The DXY running high at 112.173 has everything to do with other economies of the world being horrible against the dollar, and not about ours being so goddamn good. So don't be fooled when you look out there and see a DXY of 112.173 as it is right now and think, wow, we have a super strong dollar. Well, we really don't. It's just kind of a phony to me. I hate it. I'll tell you this, when the DXY is dropping, if you don't track the DXY at all times while you're investing, I would tell you you're making a very serious mistake. When the DXY is dropping, when it goes low, I mean, last year it was in the 80s, low 90s, and that's when your market fires, okay? So when the DXY drops, your market will go up for you. We're going to get right now to the X board run. This was supposed to be at 5:30 Pacific time. It's actually 5:48 Pacific time right now in the United States of America. I'm talking to you from California. Small Caps is on with us from Virginia. Matt's in the lower part of the country, Louisiana. So we kind of got you covered, man. If you're around the country, you're going to board run now at 5:49 Pacific time in California. Bitcoin comes in right now, 19,269.95. XRP Ripple sells for 0.4742. The price of 88 Cardano, 0.4302. Algorand sells for 0.3588. Avalanche AVAX, $17 even. Big Data Protocol, 0.02454. Bitcoin file 0008810. It is on a hell of a run, y'all. It is up huge in the last 36 hours. Bone $1.26. Deso. So if you were on the show last night, you heard me talk about Deso. It hit a high last night of $10.89. We talked about a 20% pullback before it ran again. It pulled back 20%. It gave us an opportunity to re-enter. That thing has almost doubled our money within the last 6 days. We are high on DSO as a company. I think it adds a zero or maybe 2 zeros this year. It's an absolute monster of a company. We can talk about that one anytime you want. I know a couple of people in here had messaged me about it. So anybody that wants to talk DSO, talk about it. Chad, you were here last night. Dogecoin right now is 0.06059. We'll get into Doge here in just a second too. I had a flashing indicator on that got my attention. All right, so next we're gonna move past that into Dog Elon. Dog Elon right now is running 5 zeros and a 258. Ethereum naming service $14.96. Ethereum comes in at 1,308.83. Flow chain is $1.68. Flux comes in right now at 0.797. HBAR Hedera sells for 0.0577. IMX, Immutable X, comes in at 0.7623. Jasmine, 00683. Show them a little bit of life today. I'm removing my typical one for Jasmine. Target chain is KAI on the ticker. It sells for 0.00785. We love Cardia this year. Clayton comes in at 0.1932. Litecoin sells for $52.76. You want it, you got it. Luna Classics on my board, 000-32895 on a good run today for all the Luna Classic investors. Mana, Decentral, the original Metaverse, way undervalued in my opinion, 0.6921. A great buying opportunity. Near Protocol comes in at 3.555. Ecomi is the name of the company. OMI is the ticker symbol, sells for 0.0012747. Guys, I want to back up to Decentraland for a minute. There's been a lot of news that came out this week from Jamie Dimon over at JP Morgan, right? This guy comes out and he makes these terrible statements about crypto, and it's this, it's going away, it's terrible, the world's fucking falling. Hey, I got bad news for everybody. He's got more than $1 billion invested in this community, and they own a huge chunk in Decentraland. So when you see news coming out from Jamie Dimon, just expect disinformation. You're not going to get truth if you get that guy at a microphone, in my opinion. QTUM on the ticker is 2.845. RSS3 sells for 0.12124. Secret comes in at 0.9375. Shiba's 4 zeros 1116. Again, super stable for 48 hours. Watch for something going on with Shiba. That is an awfully stable and uncharacteristic line for that company. Symbiosis next on the ticker, SIS, comes in at 0.1293. Solana, Big Daddy, comes in at $32.65. Another excellent buying opportunity, in my opinion. Starlink comes in at 50326. Stargate, that we just went over with you guys, 0.5208. Lots of opportunity. SwiftCoin is the only cross-payment service listed on Coinbase at this time. It sells for 0.001566. Tone is TE Food. They sell for 0.01490. That's who I was talking about with blockchain accountability. Look in their website, look at blockchain accountability, you'll like what you see. VeChain, VET on the ticker, sells for 0.02330. BVS traded on the Kronos network, sells for 505716. Zilliqua 0.031383363. Polygon Matic comes in at 0.7690. We are Matic lovers. Psychotic NFTs are our Matic. They're bought with Matic. We love them. We also love Kronos. That's the Crow network. CRO sells right now for 0.1109. If you don't know about Crow, you're about to know.
Thanks, X. Yeah, you can trade Crow for Psychotic Society token there on Crodex app. Okay, I'll have it on the screen right there. And then also I'll put up the NFTs as well. If you visit X or my link tree, all that information is in there. You'll be able to go to the net page on the main website. You can go to launchmynft.io. You'll be able to mint yourself a Psychotic Punks NFT for just 3 Polygon Matic. And if I'm not mistaken, X, I think that's what, less than $2.23. You're paying more in gas on the Ethereum blockchain than you will one Polygon NFT over there on launchmynft.io. Our plan is to get all these things into somebody's hands, one NFT at a time. Hey, show some support if you can. If not, that's fine too. I know it's hard times out here in the bear market. And X, over to you, my man. Well, X may be answering comments over there, but what I will tell you, and I'll finish this off real quick, X, right? So there is a lot of value on the board. Just be careful with your money, diversified, folks. You don't have to put your money all in one bag. Spread the thing out, man. Treat it like a stock 401k portfolio. That's how people make money. If you got 50 different things, right, and one of them pop, well, guess what? You can kind of get rid of somebody, and then you wait for the other ones. So you got to be patient in this game. The tide's going to swing one way or the other. You just got to be along for the ride. Good. Yeah, over to you, my man.
Absolutely, man. 100% agree with you. Matt, I think Matt might be in the room right now. Matt, are you here? All right. Well, I don't see Matt yet. If we get Matt in the room, I'll holler at him for a minute real quick. Guys, look, I want to talk about our space for just a quick minute, right? In our space, we have an opportunity in this space if we work together, if we're solid, if we use our eyeballs to look at the same things. We have an opportunity, and I mean all investors in this space, to truly reset the economies of the world, to reset your own personal wealth structure, right? To generate generational wealth. I know that sounds funny, man. I talk about these things, man, but it really is true. You have an opportunity now that I want to give you an analogy for, okay? And I want to ask you a question. If you were alive in the 1870s or whenever, I think that was when it was, when the New York Stock Exchange came into existence, right? And you were one of the first people, and your family were the first families that were investing in the New York Stock Exchange. How do you think you'd be doing today, right? Do you think that you'd be one of the power brokers in maybe the world, definitely in the United States, right? Maybe in the world, probably in the world. You would have generational wealth. That's where you would be. And those people are here today, right? Those are the top of our society or whatever. I think that sometimes people have a tendency to discount what's going on with the future. And this industry, the open source money industry, open source technology industry, the open source information that we have in this world are changing things. And I think that you have an opportunity right now in this market. Okay, you have an opportunity to be the new power structure for the world. 150 years from now, your families can be the ones calling the shots, making the decisions. You're on the ground floor. You're the first people through the door. The question is, are you going to invest? Are you going to do it like a real investor? Are you going to break down these companies? Are you going to understand every term in our industry, right? Are you going to give yourself that much education? Are you going to understand longs and shorts and leverage and everything that goes along with this? Are you going to understand how to break companies down and find them? Because I'm telling you now, if you take the time, okay, and this is from an older point of view. I'm telling all of you younger people and even you older people, I'm telling you it's not too late. Okay, you're in the perfect time. If you're diligent right now, if you get an education in investing, if you get an education in how to break down and evaluate companies, there is a ton of value right there. And you can be on the ground floor of the brand new economy for the world. The economy set by blockchain truth that can't be corrupted by politicians and their backroom shady wink wink deals and all that bullshit. You can live in a world of pure truth where people take care of people and we actually solve problems rather than relying on corrupt politicians to solve them for us. I mean that. You can change the world in this space. Just remain diligent. Stay with it. Use your brains. Research is not, my best friend told me. Research is not, that's a cute doggy on the front of the coin, okay? Research isn't, I heard I'm getting a Lambo, a mansion, and a yacht tomorrow. Hey, look, I made a joke earlier about my mountaintop chalet in Switzerland, right? And I wanted to be careful about making a joke like that, right? Because of the fact that, dude, I'm not, and with XRP, I am not chasing small. It is my biggest bag of everything. I buy it every day. I've got enough of it so that if it hits, I'll see you in Switzerland, okay? It isn't $100 doggy coin to me that I'm trying to hit 1,000 or million X on. I understand the company, what's going on with the company. I've been following the company for 8 years. For 2 years, I followed every piece of paper in this lawsuit. By the way, today on my Twitter page, I can bring this over as well. I posted a complete timeline. It's from courtclerk.com, I believe. It's about the docket, and it will give you every piece of paper, every filing, every document in the case so far. It's a complete time, December 22nd, all the way until today. So if you want to follow XRP, I'll give small caps the mic here for a minute. I'll jump over to my page. I'll bring XRP over, and you guys can follow that. Bookmark it, follow it every day, watch it to completion. I think if you stay the course with XRP, you're going to be some very happy, very wealthy people on your way to generational wealth and on the way to a brand new world economy. Caps.
Yeah, actually, I like XRP myself, man. I mean, a lot of people out there they're in love with XRP because they know it's the fastest ledger out there and it can handle business. I want to touch bases on the fact that when X was talking about how if you're early in the game back in the 1970s, 60s, even the 50s for the traditional stock market, that your family would probably have a lot of generational wealth right now. Well, I'm just going to give you an example of how early we are in this crypto game. So if you look on the left-hand side, I just pulled up Apple's market cap. And this is why the market cap is so important, folks. It truly is. It all boils down to that. Apple has a $2.22 trillion market cap. And if you look at the crypto market cap, 934 billion. It used to be over a trillion, right? So now that tells you one company on the NASDAQ stock exchange out of 3,700, Apple has $2.22 trillion in value. That is 2.2, or we'll just say 2.3 times more than the entire crypto market. One company. That's how early you are in this crypto space. You may see the short term on the chart, but you got to think big. Where you see yourself at 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15, 20, 30 years from now, right? Just think long term, because all these things, all these stocks used to have, cheap prices. Just go back and look at Apple. Who a 10-year chart on Apple and see where that traded at back in the day. Same thing with Amazon. Same thing with Monster Energy Drink. The list goes on. Teslas, etc. Right? That's how early you are in the crypto space right now. That one company, $2.22 trillion, and 2.3 times more than the entire crypto industry. Just let that sink in a little bit. That's how early we all are. So we find legitimate companies to invest in that are going to be around a while, and we wait a while. Eventually, it's all going to play catch up because that money from the traditional stock market will start flowing into crypto the more they start to trust these things. However, bad doers and bad actors actually hurt the space. So the more rug pulls we have, and the more we allow that to happen, and the more we don't educate ourselves, the more people are not going to get involved in crypto. So just spread the knowledge that you find. Try to help a brother out, your sisters out. If they're not trying to hear it, they're not trying to hear it, because sometimes people think crypto is like a religion. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't trying to hear it. Some people are. So if they're trying to hear it, let them hear it. And teach them the right way how to do business. And if you guys are NFT creators or token creators or whatever the case may be out there, just do good for your people and your investors, and the rest will follow. And you'll have people invest in you. That's all I got.
Small caps. Small caps. If we have people out there that have extreme shitcoin disorder, Dr. X would be available to counsel those people. So we'll have him available this evening if we need counseling on shitcoins.
Is that right? Dr. X, I bought Shiba Girlfriend. Mark Zuckerberg's sister told me that Shiba Girlfriend was going to be the next biggest one, and I don't know what to do now. She said I would have yacht and Lambo tomorrow.
Yes, my son, I can help you. This is one of many, many cases that we have like this. This disorder is fairly simple to cure. We need one simple session of hypnosis, and we can cure almost all shitcoins. You're falling into a deep, deep sleep, small caps. Dr. X is about to put you to sleep. When I snap my fingers, you'll be asleep, small caps. When you wake up, even the slightest mention of the word shitcoin will make you say, "That's a shitcoin!" And you'll immediately be cured from your shitcoin disorder. You'll think, solid, I should invest solid. On the sound of my snapping my fingers, small caps, you'll awaken, you'll be refreshed. Small caps. Shitcoin.
Top 25, top 25, top 25, top 25, blue chip.
Small caps. The reverse hypnosis did not work. This is the first time we've had a Dr. X fail ever. I think that Arkansas Christie over there must have distracted you from your hypnosis, and you weren't properly hypnotized.
Shitcoin. Top 25. I need top 25. Anyway, we just laugh and we joke around a little bit, guys. I mean, that's what we do over at our space. So yeah, come check us out. If you ain't ever had a Twitter, maybe get one. Just check us out. You gotta watch who you're hanging out with over there, because there's some nefarious people over there as well. So just be careful out there.
Small caps, I'd like to talk about a Dr. X success story here for a minute. Would you like to hear a Dr. X success story?
Yes, Dr. X, please elaborate.
Yes, I'd like to talk about Matt. Matt from Matt's Market. Matt is one of Dr. X's greatest success cases. I bet you didn't know that, did you? Matt at one point had an extreme case of shitcoin disorder, but now through treatment with Dr. X, Matt only has 50% of his shitcoin disorder left. And with further sessions with Dr. X, before we know it, Matt will completely have the word shitcoin out of his vocabulary. Matt isn't as deeply in need as you of hypnosis, small caps. He's making absolute progress with Dr. X.
Well, then I feel like a failure now. No. Hey, so, yeah, man. No, where's Matt at, though? It's about time for Matt to start his show, man. And Matt's an awesome dude, guys. And I appreciate him having us out here. doing his thing and letting us come on his channel and share a little bit of wisdom with the crypto space out there, because knowledge is power, folks. And, be sure to smash that like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell thing for Matt, man, because Matt's doing good things out here for you guys. Lose you guys.
What's that about, Matt?
Said Matt's doing great things out here. I said,
Hey,
hit
what's
that
up, y'all?
like, subscribe, and share button.
Oh. Hey, you know what, Matt? I was trying to get a close in for you there, Matt, real quick, and I had my mic off and didn't realize it. You mind if I close this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Do your thing.
Hey guys, I was just saying, I appreciate the opportunity so much to get to come on here and talk about crypto investing and everything else with you guys. I appreciate Matt for bringing us on. If you guys don't, please follow Matt over at Twitter. Matt's Market is there. If you don't follow Small Caps and myself, the name of my spelling of my name is there in the chat. Small Caps is there. If you have more questions, you can contact us anywhere that you want to. And again, thank you so much for coming. Please listen to what Matt has to say. He is an extremely talented analyst, and I enjoy listening myself. Matt, thanks so much, man, and here you go.
Hey guys, thank y'all so much for breaking off the show for me, man. I really do appreciate it. It's a little slow, man. YouTube, I was even kind of going through the search engine just a little bit ago while you guys were wrapping it up, and man, people aren't watching YouTube, man. I don't know. All the growth seems to be on Twitter right now, but we're gonna still host a show for y'all here nightly, guys, and keep you guys up to date with the latest and greatest TA and news coming through the crypto space. Thankfully, we had CryptoX and CryptX, I'm sorry, and Small Caps come on to show you guys kind of how to break down some small caps. And man, we really appreciate y'all, man. Really, really freaking do. You don't know how much I appreciate y'all coming on, man, and hopefully, y'all can start coming on some more, man. We're gonna continue to grow this thing and continue to grow it and help people out as much as we can, man.
Thanks, Matt. I appreciate that, man. And I kind of threw a little tease out to you guys, man. I told them I'm trying to get you to come over and see me in the mornings and do a little Twitter thing with me in the morning. So, Matt, again, I appreciate it, man, and I'm going to take off. Thanks again, guys.
Yeah, definitely, man. Count me in for Monday, bro. I'll definitely be there, bro. So, appreciate you. All right, guys. What's up? Give me 1 second. Let me turn the camera on for a minute. Where we at? Boom, baby. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Give it up for Caps and them, bro. They do a good job, man. I met them on Twitter, and they do a fantastic job of breaking down the latest and greatest news happening in the industry, man. Peace out, bro. I'll see you on Twitter. We got One Shot GT saying PYR coin. Let's check it out, man. Let's pull up some trading view real quick. Let me get my setup a little bit better. Whew. We're gonna be rocking all night. I'm gonna have to go get these little children to bed. And man, One Shot, dude, how'd you read my freaking mind right here, bro? Look at this. I pull it up and PYR is right on my trading view. How did this happen? I don't know. Give me a second though and I'll get it pulled up here and we'll go through some TA. What's up, Cedric Norman? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. I'm getting a window capture going here. Give me 1 second, guys. Boom, 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 baby. We got it. All right, what are we looking at? PYR. What are we looking at? No, it's all good, man. Sorry it's been kind of dead lately. Man, like I said, more people on Twitter than YouTube, man. It's been pretty rough. But, guys, we're going to be rocking all night tonight. So, like I said, I'm going to do a little TA for y'all, and then I'm going to come back and pull all-nighter for you guys, man. We're going to really break down some TA, go through what's happening in the crypto space. But PYR not looking too bad, man. What was your price target there? One shot, man. Let me know. Right now it's 352. You're in an area where it's kind of breaking down a little bit. You're setting some lower highs and lower lows right now. So I would say a good entry point would be somewhere around $3 and maybe play that for a bounce for a little swing trade. This is the 4-hour chart. Let's check out the 30-minute chart. Might look a little bit different. Might be a little bit more bullish. A lot of sideways action right now here off the 30-minute chart, but still in a bit of a downtrend, but starting to flatline along with the rest of the crypto space right now. So not looking too bad, my friends. So PYR could definitely be something to look at here. You could be on to some one-shot GT like you always are, my friend. First look isn't bad. Hey, I appreciate y'all, CryptoX. Really do, man. So what are we looking at? PYR. Getting a little buy signal right now. Still maintaining that buy signal. So I could see a little pump action leading into the weekend. It's actually looking a little bit better. Well, it was looking a little bit better on the screen earlier. Bitcoin took a nice little dip on us. Why we had some action, CryptX and small caps on. We hit $19,243. And where are we going? Where are we heading? What's going on with Bitcoin? We're about to tell you guys. Let's take a little peeky week. And that yearly descending wedge that we have here ends on October 20th. So if we get a break to the upside before then, it's going to be extremely, extremely bullish, guys. So that's what we're looking for. But as of right now, still in a bit of a downtrend, even off the 4-hour chart, setting lower highs and lower lows still right now. Didn't quite set one now, so we're starting to flatline. And a lot of these cryptos across the board are looking the same right now. So, man, it's looking better, guys. It's looking a little better tonight. I'm still a little bearish with the Fed coming on Monday morning. You know, we might get a surprise interest rate hike. They were talking about possibly doing 1.25 to 1.75 before the end of the year. So that's definitely something to keep in mind, that we're getting a surprise meeting. So it could get pretty volatile come the first of the week, guys. So we want to make sure we're paying attention to all that. So let me see where we at. Let me see. Let me pull this up. Pop, 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 pop. There we go, baby. Get the air horn going. We're going to get some freaking price movement happening tonight, hopefully. If you're just tuning in, man, make sure to smash that like button. We're going to be rocking pretty late tonight, guys. Like I said, it's 8 o'clock my time, so it's a little bit earlier than we usually stream. But we've been trying to go a little bit harder in the paint over here, trying to gain some more traction. So what I'm going to do is probably leave the stream up for a little bit, go take care of these kids, get them to bed, and then put out some alerts when I do go live for the remainder of the night. So hopefully you guys can tune in and rock with me. We'll probably have some guests up. S-Hall, if you're still watching, man, you're more than welcome to come up on the show, bro, and come spit some of your knowledge. As you know, man, the space is definitely, we're always learning, man, always growing, and it's just freaking amazing having a community, man. So let me take a look real quick. We got Dogecoin 6 cents, Shiba Inu 1116 with 4 zeros, Luna Classic 31953. Luna Classic was doing some pretty good stuff, man. Terra, let's pull it up here off the charts. Really started to rip tonight, and we are retesting that support, and we should get a bounce right here at 31834. So looking for that bounce, and I think we're gonna get it, guys. I do think some exchanges are purchasing up Luna Classic right now. Possibly Coinbase for a listing. They had some screenshots spreading across Twitter today for the Coinbase wallet. They were buying lots and lots of Wrap Luna and all kind of stuff today. So potential for some listings coming, guys. So I would pay attention to it. Luna Classic, guys, you know, still not a bad price, man. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Could be potential big time play right here, guys. So make sure you're keeping your eyes on everything. The community is on fire on Twitter. Everywhere you look, Luna Classic is blown up, man. So when you see community stuff happening like that, it's always important to pay attention, because you never know, man. You find that diamond in the rough, and I believe in the project, and I'm putting my name behind it. So just be careful where you find your entry points. But if you throughout the years, man, I do think there's going to be lots of projects in place that are going to be implementing burns for this, and they will eventually get the price a lot higher. You know, I'm going to be working on it and making sure that happens too as well. I'm working very close with the development team, and we're pushing this thing to new heights, man. So make sure y'all are looking at this. It's going to continue to do great things, man. I put out a tweet earlier, and that aged pretty freaking well. Luna Classic was about to break out, and man, did it. Hit all the way to 3.3 level right now. So what we want to do here is put that across right there as a potential resistance, 3.3, and that gives us a little channel right here. If we break below this channel, we do have some type of support sitting right here at 30902. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. Boom. So that'll give us another little channel if we break to the downside, but we are sitting right on top that 200 there off the 1 minute. So we good chance we get a bounce right here shortly. So, but we'll have to just see how the rest of the crypto space wants to react tonight. Yeah. So, I'll tell you what, guys, I'm gonna go handle what I gotta take care of, and then I will shoot out alerts on Discord once I go live. And we're gonna be pulling a pretty late one tonight. So hopefully you guys can tune in with me, and we can watch some crypto here off the microscopic 1 minute chart. I'm expecting a little bit of action to start picking up. China is just waking up. It's about 8 o'clock on their time. So usually about 8, 9 o'clock, you know how we get these little rips and dips. Usually on the show, that's about usually a time where China is really starting to wake up. And, you know, it is Saturday night, Sunday morning for them. So they know the Fed's coming on tomorrow. So I'm expecting some pretty extreme market volatility heading into tomorrow, maybe a little Sunday sell-off. So we'll get into that later on in the show. But guys, stick around. I will shoot y'all some alerts. I will be back here within the hour. So until then, enjoy the charts. Let me know if y'all need anything, and I will be back shortly, guys. Appreciate you, and see y'all here in a little bit, guys. Much freaking love. that was. What's up, bro? What's up, everybody? Got some super chats coming in. All right, so we back in the mix. So I think I'm staying put while we take care of some stuff. So we change some stuff around. Get off the live stream. We're gonna rename it. Let me know if you're still rocking with me. What's up, Jordan Thomas? I'm that kid. What's happening, bro? Good to see you. One Shot GT, bro. Dropping those super chats, man. I don't know if you're still with us. But if you aren't, I'm Alright, so let me know if you're still rocking with me in the chat, man. Let me know what's up. Double bottom breakout on XRP equity market staking blockchain nodes. This is huge, all in. XRP is stuck at 47 cents right now. Coming up a little bit. We might pull up the chart here in a minute. We're falling a little bit below that 200 there off the 1 minute here for a little classic. We are trying to bounce here off that 50 moving average, so see what happens. What's up, Dino Ja? Welcome to first time here, huh? If it is, man, hope you hit that subscribe button for us, man. And Dojiline Mars Burn channel. What's happening, bro? Did we talk on Twitter earlier? What's up, Jordan Thomas? All right, so yeah, guys, if y'all want to know about some cryptocurrency price targets, let me know here in the chat. We're just getting back here started for the live stream. Not too much going on, guys. Just the Fed coming out Monday to speak. So we'll have to keep an eye on the markets. Could get pretty volatile between now and tomorrow afternoon. Avalanche hopping over 17. So market's been pretty steady. I was expecting a little more volatility possibly heading into tonight and tomorrow. We're going to see if we get that. Let's check the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index. See where that thing's coming in at. Okay, I got you, man. Yeah, I thought so. I thought your name looked familiar. I talk to a lot of people every day, so you gotta excuse me, man. So yeah, man. I'm about to re-look at your message and see what you were talking about. So you do burns, man? 24 now in the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. A little bit less fear in the market today. So looking a little bit better, guys. Let me pull up your Twitter. At the moment, I'm going to see if anyone is interested. I can create a SoundCloud, or if your community has some actual musicians, they could make one. Very easy as long as you make some content and have a huge community. I can see if anyone is interested this month, and if the plays go up on mine, then maybe something. So you're saying like create like a YouTube show where your ad revenue goes towards the burning of a token? Let me know if that's what you're talking about, man. I'm sitting on XRP at the moment, scared but confident for October. Let's pull up XRP, man. Take a quick peek at XRP, man. What's your price average, Jordan Thomas? Let me know, man. Let me know a price target that you have, a price, your average price into to the play, and we'll let you know. But yeah, ever since 55, we've been in a little bit of a downtrend, slight downtrend. We set a lower high here, lower high here, and maybe a lower high here, and lower low, lower low. You're starting to flatline across this lower low. So I would say pretty much where you're sitting at, if you drop below 47 flat, you're going to erase all these gains here back to 45. So really hoping we hold that 47. I'm actually going to mark that 47 as pretty good support. Pretty much 47 flat. So already had 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on that 47. So hopefully we can maintain it. 49 cents. I got you, man. It's looking a little bit weaker. Just be careful, man. The Fed is coming out Monday. We don't know what's going to happen with that. He very good potential that he raises interest rates on us, and we could see a bit of a slide, man. So just be careful and keep that in mind, man. I think the XRP play is actually great, but you know, there's a chance that you could head a little bit south from where you're currently at. So you might be able to get it a little bit cheaper, just my personal opinion. So just be careful and make sure you're paying attention to the charts and maybe set you a stop loss, man. I wouldn't go any lower than 45 here because then you're going to start approaching 42, 40, and then back in the 30s again. Get some bad news. So that would be my, you know, quote unquote, not financial advice for you. That's what I would do. Just looking out for you. That would work. I could use SoundCloud. People just play music, and end of the month, SoundCloud pays so much per play time listened. Oh, so you can actually turn that into revenue and then burn whatever token that you're actually interested in. Got you. Yeah, man, that could work. That could definitely work. I could see it. Yeah, I'll holla at you, bro, and maybe we can get some people on board. I know quite a few people in the industry, man, that might be down for something like that. So, getting a lot of news, guys. Coinbase could possibly be listing LUNC coming Monday. I've been in close contact with Coinbase, trying to get something out of them. They didn't give me too much, but they are interested, what they're telling me. And lots of reports that they've been buying up LUNC over the weekend. So very potential possibility for this next coming week. Coinbase could get listed. Coinbase could list LUNC. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, man. You know, you could do a Doge Elon, Dog Elon, and LUNC, you know, and get a couple different channels going. Yeah, that would work out great. Yeah, if it drops to 40 cents, it would suck. I would just hold and wait for however long it takes. Yeah, well, you got till December, man. I really do think December is going to be the deciding factor case for XRP, and I think you'll be sitting a lot higher than 49 cents, man. So even between now and December, I'm going to be purchasing up quite as much as I can, just to help with the cause, man, because I believe in XRP. I believe in LUNC, man. But right now, XRP is probably my top go-to crypto for the next remaining couple of months. That and LUNC right now, I think are going to really outperform the market. So we had some guys in here earlier, Dog Elon. They were talking about your coin, Dog Elon Mars, and they are bullish, man. From the looks of your name, I guess you're pretty bullish on it too. So I never really got into it, but I had a chance a while back, about a year ago. May have to revisit it here in the future, man, and see what's going on there. Appreciate you, Dino Ja, for hitting that subscribe button for us, man. Really do appreciate it. Let me drop this mic just a little bit. So yeah, guys, thank y'all for rocking with me on a big Saturday. One shot, thanks for the super chats, my friend. I wasn't in here to thank you for those. So when I see you next time, I have to drop you some love for dropping that $20 on the live stream and helping us keep the lights on over here, man. So let me get some pulled up real quick. So really tough live streaming out here, man. We got 7 people in the chat, but that's not going to stop us, man. You know, we've had good times and we've had bad times, man, here streaming off the live stream, and we'll continue to be here for you guys, keeping you up to date with the latest and greatest in the crypto industry as the news breaks, man. And not too much happening tonight. There's my Twitter handle, guys. If you're not following me on Twitter, Drop me a follow on Twitter. I'll make sure to follow you back. We can keep in touch there. I'm pretty active on the Twitter side. Real quick, let's go to the BTC, Bitcoin indicators real quick. Where we at? Let's go to the 1 minute chart. 1 minute chart, trying to turn itself around from that 19.2 level. So not really getting over 19.345 here off that bounce. So good chance you end up somewhere around 19.2 once again. Just been kind of up and down, up and down. So we're reaching that little point where we could be heading back down. So a little fluctuation in price, but not much tonight, guys. Not too much going on. So let me see what this is saying. Yeah, sure can. Oh, I'm sorry. I put it up louder when I left because that's all I was playing. So, yeah, I can turn that down. Sorry about that, man. Appreciate you letting me know. So, I got to probably get me a new mic stand here. It keeps falling. Even though I tightened it down multiple times. See, now my mic's going blurry. I mean, my camera's going blurry. It'll correct itself here in a minute. Having some technical difficulties tonight, man. But I appreciate you letting me know, man. I really do. So let's see what we got. I'm pulling up some news articles real quick. Sometimes you just gotta give it a few minutes, man. I don't know why my camera does that, but it gets out of focus sometimes. Sometimes if I turn off the light, turn it back on, it gets out of focus sometimes. So my kids are out there yelling. Good night. They call it the YouTube room. That's what it is, man. So waiting for my camera to get back clear. I don't know what's going on here. Watch this. Let me see. It should fix itself here in a minute. Sorry about that, guys. Coming in pretty blurry. Yeah, guys, if y'all just tune in, if y'all could smash the like button. Let me know if you rock with me here in the chat, man. Love to hear from you guys. Let me see how much has actually been burned so far. Nearly 1.5 billion been burned by the 1.2% tax almost a week after its implementation. After weeks of anticipation and excitement to the LUNC Classic community, the 1.2% tax parameter change finally went live last Wednesday. However, in the days since the tax went live, only about 1.46 billion LUNC have been burned by the tax, according to data from Terra Rarity. So let me see if I can get an updated count. As per data, 5.7 billion LUNC have been burned in total and 4.24 billion sent to a burn address by investors since the community started incentivizing burning. Notably, the current burn rate sits at, what is that? 296,711,000 per day. I think it's a little bit higher now, man. We have to check those facts. I have to pull those up. Dude, my camera's still not back yet. Dude, man, that's aggravating. Trying to do a freaking live stream and the camera starts to F up. See See if I can fix it because it's gonna drive me crazy. So yeah, if you just tune in, sorry about the blurriness on my webcam. I am working on it right now, guys. Oh man, that's pissing me off. About to break this mug. Hey, let me know in the comment section who wants me to break my camera in this live stream. That's what's about to happen. Pretty nice camera. It's just not working good. Oh man. I'm gonna have to turn it off a little bit. Watch this. I bet you I can fix it right here. Give me 1 second, guys. I will get this thing fixed because now it is aggravating me. You said, nah, don't do that. Don't do it. Just feels like I'm watching you drunk. Watch this. I'm gonna get this thing situated right here. I'm trying here. It's still frozen. It's still freaking frozen, bro. Got to get my lighting out of there. You get to see a little background of what we do here. I don't like how that's going. All right, that's how we're gonna rock it because I got it fixed. That's not what you guys are here for, so sorry about that. All right, guys. So yeah, Dino Ja, what cryptos you into, man? Let me know. Let me know here in the chat. Love to know. What's up? Bam, 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 bam. Trying to get some information pulled up, but it ain't coming up. Trying to see a little move tonight. If we get over this 200, we could and get over 32172 here for Luna Classic. We could go on a bit of a rip here. That's what I'm hoping to see tonight. Dude says XRP, LUNC, Quant, Doge, Elon, Dog Elon, and all gas. Yeah, it's a sad situation what's happening in Europe, bro. Could be seeing a lot of people freezing this winter. So, yeah, all the gas plays are going to be hot out throughout the winter. So I think you're right on point. Luna, XRP, great plays. Quant, the only one, Dog Elon. That's the only one I'm not invested in out of all the ones that you just mentioned. Maybe I need to be. Who knows? But that might change. That could very well change. I think it's too bad. And then I'm going to take this off. Boom. Put me at the bottom there. Fuck the webcam cover. That's how I feel. Trying to move a little bit here for Luna Classic, guys. 32155 right now, top of that 1 minute candle. See if we can continue growing tonight. Oh, man. So not too much happening tonight, guys, man. Hopefully some volatility starts to pick up here. And here we go, a little bit of green action. Let's see what happens. Yeah, oil and gas would definitely be great for this winter, man. Let me see. So stocks like Cheniere Energy probably going to do really well. EQT Corporations, another natural gas provider in the U.S. Kinder Morgan, another one to check out. I think those three do pretty well. There we go. LUNC is starting to break out here, guys. Just like we told you. 3226364. Starting to get some volume. Secretly think Coinbase is buying it up. That's what I secretly think is going on right now. Yeah, starting to look better, man. Starting to look better. Dino Jai, you follow me on Twitter, man? I think what's about to happen here is I might have to go live on Twitter for a little bit. There's not too much happening on the YouTube side of things, man. It's been pretty dead all day, all weekend actually on YouTube, so thought we might have got a few more people in here, but apparently not. Dino John, is that your name on Twitter, bro? Oh, Doji Line Mars. I got you. Oh, y'all come from small caps then. That's where y'all guys came from. I got you. Yeah, I might go check them out here for a minute. There ain't nothing really going on, guys, so I'm probably going to shut the stream down. It's been really, really slow here on YouTube, so... but guys, just know that volatility is coming. Hopefully the market looks a lot better. I'll probably pop up a live stream later and start a new one in a little bit, but I think I'm going to hit up the Twitterverse for a little bit. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate y'all. I'll be back on in a little bit. Just give me a few. So much love, guys. I'll see y'all on Twitter. Yeah, there's some good dudes, bro. I'm going to probably go hop in their space here in a few. So appreciate you, Den.